This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelo's Plumbing, Inc., performing a video sewer inspection through the rear 3-inch cleanout. It is March 14th, 2018, and we are at 16004 Cantlay Street in Van Nuys, California. We are at an apartment building, and we are on the east side of the apartment building at the rear. There are cleanouts on both sides of the building. We're going to run through this one and take a look at the waste line and hopefully get all the way out to the sewer line in the front.
I did that.
Anyway. Alright, we're in the carport. We're at the rear of the building. We are in the carport, and we have a 3-inch cast iron cleanout at the rear. We're going to begin running through the 3-inch cast iron cleanout. We're going to zero out our camera at this time, and we're going to put our monitor counter on. Okay? We're good to go. Going into quite a bit of muck right away. We may not be able to see a whole lot. We got a large amount of buildup in this cast iron waste line going up underneath the building. And we have a lot of bellies in there holding water. Some debris. I'm not going to be able to see a lot going out. It'll be very difficult. Hopefully we can see a lot more coming back. We can rinse our camera lens off. Get all the debris off our camera lens. I want to try and get out to the sewer at the front of the building primarily so we can see what the sewer line looks like. Okay. And now we're in vitreous clay. So we've transitioned from this point here at 70 feet to vitreous clay, and we're making our turn. That first joint looks to be okay. We got a little more debris on the camera lens. We're going to try and shake that off of there, rinse it off. Okay. Next joint looks to be in pretty good condition, what we can see. As I said, we're going to try and clean off the camera lens best we can. There you go. Next joint in the clay looks to be pretty good. Looks to be a newer style clay with neoprene bands. That joint looks to be in pretty good condition. We have a minor offset at that joint right there in front. It's out in front of the building. 94 feet. We got a belly in the line right here. We'll see where our belly starts. It's going to start from approximately 92 feet. It's going to be hard to see. Somebody just flushed the toilet, sounded like. We're still underwater, so we can't see what the line looks like. We got a pretty large belly. We don't have the grade that we should have. Try and push until we get to the end of the belly. 92 feet, and then right when we get past that fitting, then we're going into what appears to be the 4 to 6 inch transition at 121 feet, which will mark this on the way back. And that's where our belly goes to. So we've got about a 30-foot belly in this line. We cannot see what the line looks like. And we've got a break, got a pretty severe crack all the way around in this joint at 124 feet. And we are in the 6-inch lateral at 124 feet. We're in the street, heading out toward the city sewer. That joint looks to be okay. got some water running right now. Water was flushed. Gonna have to wait until the water dissipates a little bit. I'm going to pull back to 124 feet where we could see that joint was cracked. Right here is where we have the crack going all the way around. We're going to go locate and mark this area. Okay, we've located this area where it's cracked, and it is in the west driveway at the front of the building. And we've marked it out with a dot of orange paint, and it is 4 foot deep right there. we have people inside doing inspections on the building. We're going to have to try and do our inspection at the same time. And we have, that joint looks to be pretty good on the 6-inch vitreous clay. Good. Okay. They can't? Why? Ah, fuck. Okay. Okay. That's fine. We'll just figure it out later. I'm gonna be down at River Hill and stuff. We'll just drop it off there. You hang on a second? My brother's coming. Stanley? Yeah. It is connected to the hot line? That, we're gonna have to take a look at after. Just put the toilet in the hot water. Okay, we've marked the area out where we had a spot, we had the crack. That joint looks to be in pretty good condition. We've got the water flow shut down quite a bit where we can see everything. That joint looks to be pretty good. That joint looks to be in pretty good condition. We're kind of going downhill a little bit, and we've still got some water running. Try and run out and see if we can see anything. We're at 146. We should be dropping into the city here in just a minute. We had a little flat spot back there too, dropping into the city sewer right here. So now we're going to pull back. Going to take a look at the line. Just double check it. That joint looks to be in good condition. Going to wait for just now. And we're going to try and get the water shut down some more if we can, and then we'll revisit and we'll take a look at the line on the way back. Okay, hopefully we've got enough water shut off, we can see what's going on now. Coming back, that's the joint right at the city sewer saddle tie-in. We look to be in pretty good condition. We're going to have a little bit of water right in here, so we're not going to be able to see really well. We've tried to have everybody shut water off, but we've got a little bit of a belly. We've still got some water running. Not terrible right there, we just can't see the next joints. That looks to be pretty good, doesn't look to be shifted. That joint looks to be in fairly good condition. That joint looks to be in fairly good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. That joint we've got some overpour on the concrete slag, and a little tiny bit of an offset, but not terrible. A little bit of debris in front of us. Looks like maybe a baby wipe, possibly. That joint looks to be in pretty good condition. That joint looks to be okay, and then we have the one area that we marked out at 4 foot deep. We have a crack all the way around this pipe, and that is starting to split, and it will start to separate and come apart more. It's cracked all the way across the bottom too. There's a piece that will come out of that eventually. We get some earth movement, and we could have a major issue there. We're coming back up, and now we're underwater right at this joint. So we're going to go mark this area out at 119, find out where our belly starts here. Okay, we've marked this area out. It is in the west driveway. about 4 feet from the other area that we marked with the crack. So we're right at approximately 121 feet. And we'll pull back. We can't see in this area because we're underwater. We're buried underwater. The joint in front of us looks okay. There is a very large belly. You can see it's holding water. Holding water all in this area. Movement is just stirring around. The issue with this clay sewer line in the front, this is the 4-inch vitreous clay sewer line. See, it's just stirring around right there. I want to get to the beginning of the belly. So this is the beginning of the belly right in this area, about 92 feet. 93 feet. So that's where our belly is. We're going to go locate and mark this area real quick.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to stand over here, if it's easier for you. Okay, right now, we are where that belly stopped.
Right.
I marked it. And you see we go into water, and now we go into more water.
Right.
So
There
we're going
should be
into
water
more,
there.
no, it should be water standing. There's just a huge belly. Now we're underwater. And like I said, we're underwater all the way until we get to about 120 feet, which is underneath that car.
How do you know exactly where that is over there?
I marked it. I located it. This is my located.
Oh, you have the local.
Yeah. Now I'm coming out of it. Now I'm starting to come out of it. I come out of it right at about 120 feet. All of a sudden it's good and clear. We make the turn and there's no water standing.
So how do you know it's belly?
Well, because you have water standing.
Okay,
There's
so
your
you
water.
know, okay. Right.
You know, right here you have no water.
Right.
I go less than a foot, and now I bring it back, and now I have water standing.
Okay, so it goes down like that water system.
Yeah, it's just a big belly in there. Yep. And then all the way back.
Will plastic do that as well?
Plastic can do it a little bit, not much if we pull a trenchless. But with the plastic too, it's going to be one solid piece. This is joints every 3 feet, every 4 feet.
This is just how they did it back in the day.
Yeah. See, there's a joint. There's another joint. Hard to see it because, like I said, we're underwater. There's another joint up in front of us. We have a whole lot of joints in here. With the plastic, it's one solid piece. Another joint. Joints don't look too bad. If we didn't have that big belly, it wouldn't be nearly as terrible.
So how do you estimate the length, the time left on this cast iron?
Just by past experience.
So what you see in this piping, like, could this be 30 years?
No. No way. I've seen too many of them like this.
And
Not gonna last that long.
What happens? It just,
It's gonna get gunked up enough to where you're gonna have constant stoppages. There's your break in the pipe.
So what happens?
See, here's the face of the pipe. There's the face of the hub,
Right.
and then right back behind it, there's that big crack.
Right.
And you could see where, like, you could take something and rub it across it, and you're gonna hit that now. It's starting to separate. It's starting to come apart right there. And it's broken all the way across the bottom over here.
But it's still flowing through, right?
Yeah, it's still flowing through.
So is that the type of failure that would have throughout this pipe?
You have right here.
Right.
This is the problem we have here, but let me show you what the cast iron looks like, so you understand.
Right.
You can see, I'll show you the cast iron. Give me a flashlight, William, will you please? I'm showing what
I
the...
clearly know nothing about this, so
Yeah.
this is instructive.
Yeah, no, I want to show you right here, so you can kind of get an idea of what cast iron is supposed to look like, and then what it looks like over here. Okay, so we're still in our clay out in front, and we're transition now where our cast iron is. Okay, there's our transition.
Okay.
Okay, see that big old hump
Yeah.
right on the left? That's buildup and deterioration in the cast iron. Here's your cast iron pipe.
Right.
You see this?
Mm-hmm.
How round that is and how nice it looks?
Mm-hmm.
Looks fairly good.
Right.
Okay, now we're going to pull back and you'll see what the cast iron looks like under the building. It's a lot of buildup in there.
Is there anything you could push through to wash it out?
Well, you can hydrojet this probably and try and blow a lot of that out, but as you blow a lot of that out,
Blow the seal
you
out?
blow a whole lot of the face of the piping out. Yeah.
Right. But,
But you're going to end up having to do that. You're going to have to hydrojet this because of the fact that it's so bad. You can see the big old ruts in there. That's going to catch paper. It's going to catch debris. And this part isn't even the worst. When we come back, I mean, it's got halfway up, you've got a lot of debris in there.
so hydrogen would degrade the steel.
Yeah. See right here,
Right.
you see what looks like little piece of hair
Yeah.
sticking through there?
Mhm.
That's roots. That's true roots that are now penetrating and coming through that pipe into the building.
So do we have an estimate where that is? Should we cut that tree out, or?
It's not gonna do any good to cut the tree. The
The
roots
roots
are still
are-
gonna grow. Yeah, they got water. They got water and fertilizer. They're gonna continue to grow just like taking an avocado seed,
Right.
stick it in the glass, now you have roots.
Right.
And
So-
it's just, that's because it's deteriorating. Some of it doesn't look terrible, but a lot of it just has a whole ton of buildup, a lot of scale in it. It was more coming back toward, I think, this first unit.
What's
too.
the tree?
It's because the pipe is deteriorating, the pipe's getting holes.
Okay, so let's suppose the tree goes in there more further. So what? What's the repercussions?
Stoppages and finally getting holes to where you try and run a cable through here and try and clean it with blades and cut those out, and the cable goes right through the pipe. Now it goes right through the pipe, and now you're stopped up.
Right.
Now you're jackhammering.
But even still, you're saying we have to saw cut this whole thing anyway if I wanted to replace it.
In time, yes. In time, you will. Like I said, it could be a few years. I don't know. It might be 5 years.
But I'm thinking about this as a long-term hold.
That's right. You want to do long-term, you're going to probably end up having to replace this piping. You're going to have numerous issues.
And okay. Right. So the cost of this replacement is 25, or conservatively, what, 30? Or?
30.
And then
Then remodeling. Hold on a minute. Everything we say is on Okay, so now we're pulling back through our cast iron, and we got some pretty deteriorated areas, whole lot of buildup. Got what looks like some root intrusion coming through a little bit here and there, which shows deterioration. This line is in poor condition, would need to be hydrojetted, and have to hydrojet very lightly, not to overdo it, to damage the pipe any further, but to clean up some of this debris so water will flow. And that concludes our video sewer inspection.